So you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel in 2025. That is awesome. But I get it, it can also feel like staring at a giant blank map. Where do you even begin? Well, don't worry. In this explainer, we're going to break it all down for you. We'll follow a clear, step-by-step journey, taking you from just an idea all the way to hitting that publish button.
The very first thing you probably see when you think about starting on YouTube is a number. A really, really big number. 115 million. Yeah, according to Clipchamp, that's how many YouTube channels are out there. And it's so easy to look at that and think, wow, is there even any room left for me? It's a totally fair question, but that number, it really doesn't tell the whole story.
Because here's the thing, YouTube has totally changed. It is so much more than just a place for entertainment. As the folks at Backlinko say, it's where people research, compare, and decide. It's basically the second biggest search engine in the world. People go there to learn how to do things, to connect with people who share their passions. So the real opportunity isn't just about the size of the platform. It's about all the different unique spaces within it.
So here's the game plan we're going to follow. First, we'll nail down your unique idea. Then we'll put together your toolkit. And don't worry, you won't need to spend a dime. After that, we'll get into the good stuff, making videos that people genuinely want to watch. And finally, we'll cover the secrets to actually getting your brand new channel discovered.
All right, let's dive into our first big step. What is your channel actually going to be about? This is how we go from that huge, scary number of channels to finding your own little corner of the internet.
So, the million-dollar question, right? What kind of channel should you start? And you know what? The answer doesn't have to be some crazy, never-before-seen concept. Honestly, some of the most successful ideas out there are wonderfully simple.
Okay, let's just brainstorm a little. Here are some fantastic ideas to get you started, all from Clipchamp. You could dive into gaming, share a day-in-my-life vlog, react to new music, or tap into that massive #BookTalk community. You love movies? Fan theory breakdowns are huge. And, I mean, come on, who doesn't love watching videos about pets? Or a funny comedy sketch? There is a space for pretty much any passion you can think of.
Now, I know what some of you are thinking. This is cool, but I really do not want to be on camera. Well, I've got great news. You absolutely don't have to be. Faceless channels are a huge thing on YouTube. You can use screen recordings, cool graphics, and stock video to build an incredibly successful channel with ever showing your face.
So, you've got an idea buzzing in your head. Now you need the right tools to make it a reality. But before you go thinking you need to drop a bunch of cash, let's talk about the essential and, completely free tools you need to get started.
And listen, these aren't just good for free tools, these are legit powerhouses. For recording your screen or your camera, you've got OBS Studio. This is what professional streamers and creators use. For editing, DaVinci Resolve it's just incredible. It gives you Hollywood-level color and audio tools for free. And for making those all-important thumbnails, Canva is an absolute game-changer with its simple drag-and-drop design.
Having the tools is one thing, but knowing how to use them to make something that actually grabs people's attention, that's the real magic. So, let's shift our focus from the gear to the techniques.
Before we talk about anything else, camera angles, lighting, anything, we have to talk about sound. This is kind of the unspoken rule of YouTube. You can have a shaky camera or weird lighting, and people might stick around. But bad audio, that is the #1 thing that screams amateur and will make people click away instantly. On the flip side, clear, crisp audio immediately makes you sound more professional.
And the best part is, you don't need a fancy studio to get this right. Here are 3 super simple tips you can use today. First, just find a quiet spot. Seriously, listen for the hum of your fridge or a fan and just move away from it. Second, try to keep your mic, or even just your phone, about 6 to 12 inches from your mouth. And third, if you are using your phone, put it on a stack of books or something stable. That way you avoid all those distracting shuffling noises from holding it. Okay, your audio is sounding great. Your next big mission is keeping people watching. And this brings us to what might be the most important metric on YouTube, watch time. It's exactly what it sounds like, the total amount of time people spend watching your video. And why is this so important? Well, YouTube's one and only goal is to keep people on YouTube. So if your videos help them do that, their algorithm is going to love you for it.
So how do you get more of that sweet watch time? Well, first, cut the fluff. Get straight to the point, especially in the first 15 seconds. Second, use something called pattern interrupts. This just means changing things up on screen. Pop up a graphic, show some B-roll footage, do a quick zoom. It keeps our brains engaged. Third, have a plan. Scripting your videos, even just with bullet points, helps you sound clear and confident. And finally, go deep. Longer videos that are packed with useful information tend to do really well because they naturally rack up more watch time.
So you did it. You made an awesome video with great audio and tons of value. That's fantastic, but that's only half the job. Now we need to make sure people can actually find it.
And the whole discovery process begins with your thumbnail. Just look at this stat from Backlinko. A whopping 90% of the best performing videos on YouTube have custom thumbnails. This isn't just a friendly suggestion, it is an absolute must. Your thumbnail is like the billboard for your video.
So, what makes a good thumbnail? Here's a quick checklist. First, size, 1280 by 720 pixels. Easy enough. Next, colors. Think about YouTube's own colors, red, white, black. You want to use colors that pop against that, like bright blues, greens, or oranges. If you use text, make sure the font is big, clean, and easy to read. And most important of all, make sure your thumbnail is an honest preview of your video. No one likes clickbait.
That great thumbnail gets people to click. But helping YouTube understand what your video is about in the first place is what gets it shown to the right audience. And that's where we need to talk about YouTube SEO, or search engine optimization.
Now don't let that term scare you off. It's actually pretty straightforward. First, you need to find your keywords. A great little trick is to just start typing a topic in the YouTube search bar and see what it auto-suggests. That's literally what people are looking for. Second, put that keyword in a catchy title that promises a clear benefit. Third, write a decent description. A paragraph or two is perfect. And finally, use tags to help YouTube categorize your video.
Okay, we are in the home stretch now. We've covered a ton. But the real goal here isn't just about getting single views. It's about turning those viewers into a community that comes back again and again.
So let me leave you with 2 final really powerful tips. First, use playlists. When you group similar videos together, YouTube will automatically play the next one. This massively increases session time, which, as we know, the algorithm loves. Second, at the very end of your video, on your end screen, just ask people to subscribe. The folks who stick around that long are your biggest potential fans, so make it super easy for them to join your community.
Remember that huge number we started with? 115 million? It sounds like a lot, but hopefully now you can see that it's not really about the competition. It's about you. In that huge sea of creators, what's the unique story, the unique passion that your channel is going to tell? We hope this explainer helped you get a little closer to that answer. Thanks for watching.